Hi friends, Mr. Paul here with Rosie, and together we would like to give you a new lesson today. So today, folks, we're going to talk a little bit more about the characteristics of living things. That is, what makes a living thing definitely a living thing? Well, remember we said all living things eat and excrete. So all living things take stuff in to use and create energy and then push out any waste. That's why we say all living things eat and excrete. The second characteristic of living things is that all things breathe. All living things take in air. Now, plants, they don't breathe like humans or mammals or other animals, but they do take in air. And the air goes into the plants through little holes, which is not really breathing, but it is for a plant the way that they take in air and then make energy. Animals take in air through their lungs by breathing. And we know about that because we're an animal and that's how we breathe in air. The third thing is that all living things move. In some way or another, living things move on their own by themselves. The majority of animals use their bodies to move. But when you think about whether a plant moves or not, it's not that the plant actually gets up and walks around. But if you look long enough, you'll see that plants move very, very slowly. And some plants can show you that by the way that they've turned their leaves towards the sun. Because plants need sun to grow. Things grow and change. And the way that they do that is to breathe and eat. And they grow and they grow and they grow, and eventually they die. Things. All living things reproduce. They have the ability to create new life. And we know that, as an example, a chicken, when a chicken lays an egg, and the egg is fertilized, and then the chicken sits on the egg, and it hatches, out comes new life.
No, not yet.
Until they're hungry. And then you gotta put them in their bed to eat. But where's their eating place? In their eating place?
And for a plant, it's different. Plants make seeds or spores, and those seeds and the spores get moved around and planted naturally, and they grow into new plants. So that fifth thing is that all living things reproduce. And then the sixth thing and the last is all living things respond. So whether it's an animal or a plant or fungi or bacteria, all living things sense and respond to some sort of stimulation around there, like light or temperature or water. So you know if you touch something hot and didn't realize it was hot, you would immediately respond without thinking, right? You'd move your hand away. Ouch! Well, that's one of the sensitivities that all living things have. All living things respond. So, there are 6 things which make living things different from non-living things. All living things eat and excrete. All living things take in air. They breathe. All living things move. All living things grow and change. All living things reproduce. And all living things react and respond.